Welcome to Small Talk. My name is David Shaw. I don't know that I've ever been as conscious of touch as I am at the moment. Yeah, I have preached on it. The Hebrew scriptures have lots of injunctions against people touching particular things. There's that disturbing story where the man who notices that the Ark of the Covenant is just about to tip over and he reaches out and he steadies it only to lose his life. And then along comes Jesus, social distance breaking Jesus. He touches lepers, he touches the blind, and in his touch they find healing. And then there was that high-profile photo and story in the late 1980s when Princess Diana was photographed and spoken about as having shaken hands with somebody who was suffering from AIDS. There were many in our country who were shocked by that touch. Nonetheless, nothing has gone quite as deep in making me conscious of touch as this pandemic. I've been deeply touched and moved by the stories of friends who themselves have not been touched for months. Can't begin to understand what that's like, not to feel somebody's hand, or to lean against somebody, to stroke a child's cheek, or to hold hands. I wonder if that's when being alone flips into loneliness and isolation. In our own household, we have developed this new habit. New as in the last 6 months, of every time we come in from outside we wash our hands, and I have forgotten the number of times I have sung happy birthday to various members of my own family to ensure that I've washed my hands for long enough. Why? It's because of what I might have or know that I have touched. When I go to a bookshop, there's hand sanitizer for me to wash my hands, to make sure my hands are clean so that when I touch the books and browse through them, I don't spread anything. In the building where my office is shared space. So every single hard surface that is touched is sanitized by the person who uses it. Be that a banister, be that a toilet, be that a door handle. Touch. Christians sometimes ask the question, what would Jesus do? I actually wonder if a better question at this particular moment is, what is Jesus asking of me? Early in the lockdown, I conducted a funeral of an elderly lady. And I can picture the scene after the funeral where her husband and daughters and I were gathered, and in the middle of this circle was the husband, sobbing away as we watched, not knowing what to do. None of us knew because the rules said, don't touch, keep him safe. Our instincts said other things. Should we hug him? Should we stroke his arm? Should we hold his hand? Simply touch him, rather than him feel the isolation that he was in. Now I know there is nothing we could do or say to him that would make him feel any better because he's just said goodbye to his wife. But somehow I think it would have made a difference. What would Jesus do? I think I'm fairly certain about that. But what is Jesus asking of me feels more complex. I want to end just simply by saying thank you to those home carers who throughout the lockdown and through other times too, call in on people who live on their own, whose touch has made a difference in their lives. Thank you for being Jesus.